Legacy Season 2. We'll get to
March.
March in a minute.
Soon March.
First, we have to address the end of February, where at one point we inadvertently skipped a fix step at the end of Ray's second to last turn, which is going to result in a couple of things. The first is that Ray did that search action that put 2 cubes in Chicago. Unfortunately, Chicago should have been drawn on my turn and not his turn, so Chicago would get 1 play cube, and as a result, go down a thing. That's not going to scar anybody, and it's going to increase us to, I think it would have been our 6th exposure, 6th incident.
No, 5th incident.
6th.
6th, that's right.
Because London came up
London
again.
came up too.
Sao Paulo came up 3 times, 2 in London.
So London goes back down to 2.
No, we fixed London.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because London already had it.
Yeah, and Sao Paulo had the supply center.
Yeah. Which we made permanent.
So we knew we played all of these cards again, and these 5 were the last 5 on top of the deck. We know that from the first epidemic. So everything was dialed back a turn, and the only thing we didn't do, so we got those things came out of order, and that affected Chicago and gave us 1 more exposure. We left the board state with of the relevant cards. Lagos had 2 cubes on it. So Apollo was buried in plagues. London was buried in plagues, but we don't have any more of those on top of the deck. Istanbul had 3 and was basically inoculated from almost anything. Cairo had 1. Tripoli had 2 by the time we were done. New York had 1. That's the important thing. New York had 1 because there are 2 New York cards left on top of this deck. If Ray draws them both, we get another exposure, go to 7, still don't lose the game. New York does not gain the population from having the center there, and instead goes back down to 3. Anything but New York.
Oh, you can draw New York just once.
Flip it. I do not care.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're done.
Mistakes were made, but not game-ending ones, thankfully. Like, nobody got any extra exposures. We got 1 extra cube. Hooray.
We would have Chris would have walked into...
Right, when I walked into Sao Paulo to build the thing with 1 cube, there should have been 3 cubes there when I went into the Maw of the Beast.
So as a side note, that seems correct.
Yes, that was way correct, because we still want to possibly recon there if we can get away with it.
I mean,
All right.
I'm almost for reconning there above finishing the search.
Well, the only other thing we can recon is London, plus whatever curveball they change for things. So we have to set up the damn board.
Yeah, because we have to do 3 this month.
Is it 3 this month?
It's
Oh,
3 this
shit.
Month. Leave 6 in the bag.
Yep, 6. Go back in the bag, because we're down to 30 now.
It's weird, hungry people.
We do not supply the grid yet. Well, that crap goes out there. Leave this silly brown guy back in the bag where he will hopefully stay all day. We have the asshole cubes.
I mean, I don't want to get more, but I want to get more.
And you get that, and we have these things. One of which we will start with. We need 3 new ones, because that's probably not changing. So yeah, let's get our old objectives until further notice. Yeah, during setup, add a supply center to each city with a permanent city supply center. They do not count towards building new objectives.
So we still got to go 3.
Unless that changes on us, yes. We are entering March with only a funding level of 2, so should I just grab Quiet Night and Resilient Population now and be done with it?
Yeah, that's not even lying. We got new ones, didn't we?
We did in there, whatever, the extra turns. Grab 6 cubes from the bag and put them on a city. Replay a ration event. Remove 2 plague cubes, and the rest of these are all the old ones.
Replay a ration event seems really bad when we only have 2 ration events.
Right? Yeah, that's when things are going really poorly. This is the rest of this deck, plus these 5 jerks. 5 jerks are on top. 5 jerks, rest of it. Alright, everything is set up. Needs to be probably shuffle a bit more, and then we can go through our legacy deck once more. Perimeter report. If you have not opened panel 67, scratch the first box below. Have we opened 67? That doesn't sound like something we've been to.
No, we've not opened 67. I'm assuming 67 is South America. So
Possibly.
that's 67. I forgot what the map that I thought it was. It's long and tall.
Also, what is this? Good.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, this is something to scratch off on, so we don't. All right, so we have not opened box 67, so we scratch the first box here.
These are all fucking mixed up. Does it mix it upside down backwards?
It is critical that we recon South America soon before the Hollow Men sabotage anything important. I then destroy this card after resolving it. When would you scratch the second box? Huh. That's weird. So if you've not opened box 67, which you've not, scratch the first box, but we did that. Critical that we recon South America soon before the Hollow Men sabotage anything important. No further instruction.
Short stack. Short stack's on bottom, right?
We have to deal out cards first.
Ah,
So just shuffle. Did you actually? Yeah.
it did. Wasn't paying attention.
So
Usually not my job.
that's all this says, and I guess we just destroy this.
Let me see.
There are no further instructions. I'm assuming that means if you did open 67, scratch the second
Wait, give me
box.
the coin.
Why?
Because there's something else written on here.
I don't think so.
Yeah, there is. Oh, there's not.
Yeah.
It looked like there was something else written on it.
All right. Well, we'll come back to that later. Keep that intact. All right. So journal entry. Havens have been in trouble for a while. Old records attached show that the 4 main labs were never meant to go beyond 50 years, nor were the supplies. Our leaders have been putting on a good show for a long time now. They knew the end was near. Now they're gone, and it's a race between us and the Hollow Men. We need to find. If we opened a box with a little fucking Hollow Men figurines, I'm gonna be very upset.
I mean, they were cool last time, I will admit.
Now they're gone, and it's time to restore the Hollow Men. We need to find the havens outside the Atlantic. They might have supplies or equipment we can use. Year 57 summary. Pearl was on the verge of a cure when it went silent. Opal, Jade, and Topaz are set up to support Pearl. They are not equipped to find a cure on their own. Transporting a potential cure from Pearl to Jade was always going to be a frantic dash. We must keep the routes between them viable. Interesting. Oh, I guess we need these 2 fucking turning points too.
I have cards whenever we're ready for that shit.
New priorities. We now need to complete 3 objectives each month. Use the objective calendar on the board to help you encounter how many objectives you need to complete each month. Sure.
The top was being cut off.
Objective. Complete 2 searches. God damn it. That's not gonna happen.
I mean, it could. No, it's not. No, it could. Because we have 2 cities.
We do. Objective. Access a lost haven. I don't know how the hell we're gonna even do that, so we'll just keep that one on ice. Pause, draw this card, and read the other side during step 2 at the end of your first game in March. Alright, so we're done with that.
Right. So what's next?
Supply the grid.
Supply the grid? Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
put the cubes on the grid. Again, so we have 12 cities on the grid and 30 things. So again, we start with 2 each. We have 12.
7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we do have to.
Every non-haven gets 2, I think, again. Although Atlanta can only have 1, right?
Yeah. Atlanta can only have 1.
So that's all it gets. Denver, Chicago.
I'll be honest.
I mean, that's living dangerously, isn't it?
I mean, for Denver, yes. For Chicago, no.
Why? There's 2 of each of them in there.
There's 1 Chicago.
There's 2 Chicagos in there.
Where do we get second Chicago?
It started at 2.
No, it started at 1.
It started at 2. We upped it to 3.
Did we really? Oh, we did. Okay. I'm wrong.
All right, so we have 2, 4.
So we need another 4.
Yeah. So we have 7 left over,
So I vote 1.
and there's 1 fewer London. So there's only 2 Londons in the deck.
Oh. I vote Sao Paulo since it hates us.
I mean, even if it hates us, yeah, we want a recon there. So yeah, that's probably a good idea. So this, I don't care what this says. This is our fucking objective. This, and maybe access Lost Haven if we get lucky. If not, we can probably connect 2 cities. Yeah, London can't have more than 2. Like, I almost want to put a 3rd one there just because.
I know. I'd rather put a 3rd one in.
I mean, we have.
I'll put a 3rd one in Cairo. We have 6 left.
Yes, 5 left.
5 left. Oh,
Like, if we put a 3rd one in London, Denver, and Chicago, they're basically insulated from almost anything that can happen to them.
this comes off the bottom of the deck.
If it comes to the bottom, it's going to be screwed no matter how many there.
So,
Oh, right, all right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
Denver can't have more than 2, and neither can Chicago. Never mind. Cheating slightly. London is still at 3. All right.
I said
Because we
last
rebought the population of London for the 100th time.
I say we put them in the Havens.
That does sound correct. All right. Infect the grid. Yeah. Let's see. Do this one last shuffle. Sao Paulo, Jacksonville, Istanbul. Atlanta, really. Istanbul, Sao Paulo, which is one we can get rid of. So we hope the 3rd Istanbul doesn't come up.
Yeah.
Tripoli. Scared there for a minute. Lagos. Denver. Alright. So that's not a bad mix. And we can kill that Sao Paulo.
Probably should.
Almost certain.
3 cards?
Yes, 3 cards each. 'Cause there is no step 5.
Yeah.
And we are on step 6, yes. I thought I took care of this.
I mean, I did too, but yours.
London, Sao Paulo, Lagos,
Grays.
Cairo,
What's that
which is the
one?
foundation, so it counts as 2 for building in that city, or just for using the city's supply? Okay.
New
New
York.
York, and a produce, and a virgin produce too at that.
I have Cairo, Washington, Lagos.
Alright, so we don't have any crap in our hands, that's good to know.
Crap me, which one?
It's like the, well, I guess he's got the 1 production, but we have actual action in our hands.
Oh, yeah.
These goddamn things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tall, tall. So top, top. And then, oops. No, don't leave that one there. So we know that one goes on last.
This one goes on last over here.
And this. These 3 go in any order. Oops, I guess I should get out of the way. So we have 3 yellow cards, 3 blue cards, and for the purpose of building a supply center, 3 black cards.
Shuffle that one, right?
Shuffle the top, yeah. So we're doing yellow down this time.
I guess so. You have a big ass print screen.
I mean, the other one move the board down.
I did.
Alright. Select characters, begin play. Before we do that, let's at least record some stuff on the back here.
Oh, yeah. Give me H.
Going H again.
I I like H. I won't lie.
Today is the 28th.
Read that. We're actually March, right?
We are in March. What does this say?
Access Haven.
Wait, no, it says something else. Add this to your pool of objectives, destroy at the end of the game in which you complete the objectives. This is a one-time thing. All the ones just say add it.
Oh, I didn't even notice it was different.
Alright. Like, I need a very strong argument to have Andy and Chuck Norris on the team again. Like, Maggot and V just don't do anything right now.
What's V do?
She can trade cubes as a free action. No, she can trade cubes without being in the same space as someone. Which is already a free action.
I mean, I can see that being useful if we're trying to, like, recon a region.
Yeah, but we're not.
We're not recon a region, we're trying to...
And like I said, like I explained before we started rolling, Maggot's ability rewards him for taking the time-wasting action.
Who do you want to be, right?
Like when he whittles, he gets the place for free.
Just
Once
say,
a turn.
right now until we get the board more open up.
Yeah, I mean, stick with the same team. It's working for us.
Alright. Discard it. Right. Alright, so Ray's first. Chuck Norris starts in. Ray's,
Yep.
did you pull the back of your card?
Just get it.
Until you said 28.
Where's the other penny? Okay.
Alright, so Ray's first.
So we don't have anything interesting we can discard to get rid of Sao Paulo right now. But it will happen.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
So now we don't have to build the thing in Sao Paulo to recon there. We just need 4 yellows.
Yeah. which Ray has none.
Right. Ray doesn't have any. I have 2.
Do you want the cubes?
Like
So,
2 cubes doesn't really help me because I can't give them anything.
I think be on the safe side, go ahead and grab the 2 cubes and drop them down there since we got
so I was gonna say, what Ray,
Like I'm more worried about Istanbul.
what Ray could do: pick up, move, pick up, burn the card.
Oh, because that'll produce here, and here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's we don't actually have enough cubes to do that.
So pick up, burn. We have enough cubes for that. It's
3,
33.
6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
Yeah, we do have enough for that.
Yeah. So free action, pick up, burn the card, and then go to Istanbul and protect it.
He doesn't have the movement to get there. No, he hasn't actually done anything yet. You're right. That action doesn't count. So the first
1,
action is
2, 3,
check the
4.
card to produce 2 here, 3 here, 3 here, and 1 here. That goes to 3. That goes to 3. That gets 1. That goes to 3.
first action.
Alright. And then you walk to Istanbul and drop a payload.
That payload would be 2.
2, 3. And then drop at least 2 there, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize there's no cubes over there.
Yeah,
well,
no, we were living dangerously. We only put 2 there to start. We flipped 2 of them.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Ray's gonna draw Sao Paulo and New York, and then Ray infects.
Tripoli.
Ugh.
Jackson.
Yeah.
So
Man, this starting supply thing is awful.
free action.
You gonna shore up Tripoli?
I'm not sure if I want to show Tripoli or Jacksonville.
I mean, there's only so much I can do.
1, 2, 3. I'd rather show up Jacksonville. Yeah, I'm gonna show up Jacksonville. 1, 2, 3. 4.
If you're gonna, why are you not picking up the cubes
No.
and Gloucester along the way? Yeah. Yeah, 1, free, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Okay, I forgot about that. That was the main thing. I draw.
London
Yeah.
and the thing that kills Sao Paulo.
Yeah, I think that could be. What do you know? I drew Sao Paulo.
Tear that up again. Those ones are awful.
Yes, they are.
Alright, and then you flip.
I have to remember this stuff. Jacksonville.
Correct. Nice.
Washington.
They're next door. Alright.
I acted correctly.
I guess I grab these, even though I can only distribute one. I have 2 yellows. I kind of want to move. I can't get to Sao Paulo.
You can.
Not and short purple.
You can. It's just not pleasant.
Yeah, right. I don't want to discard card. What do you have? You're over there though.
I'm over there. I think my cubes are gonna start like making routes.
I mean, this doesn't really.
It
Plus stuff.
gets this.
I mean, it does. I mean, we probably need to do that. Well, it gets us this one.
Oh.
Oh no, you're right. It is this one. Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure the only way we find a lost haven is either by,
I think it's this way.
or maybe a sea route here, a sea.
That's what I'm thinking.
Search over
That's why I'm going that direction.
Should be noted, if you connect Atlanta to whatever, that doesn't count as a new connection. There's not a new city added to the grid.
Okay. And that was my plan. So.
Yeah, man. One, two. I have to protect Tripoli. 2, 3. That's all I can do.
Oh, pick one up. Pick one. Drop it.
4. Sure. 3, 4.
Yeah.
I draw Washington
Yellow.
and Cairo. Not good.
Chicago.
Okay.
Lagos.
Is the second one of those? Because we only put 2 there?
Yeah.
Alright.
Second Lagos.
Side note, that's probably all we care about. Because I'm almost certain Ray's going to draw an epidemic.
So we've restarted. I got it. You got it. How many were in each stack?
The top 2 stacks had 9 plus the thing, so we might get one more turn.
Okay.
It's definitely in the top 10 cards of the deck.
So what have we not seen?
So just
We have not seen London at all.
We haven't
So
seen
we have not
London.
seen Cairo at all.
Yeah, we haven't seen Cairo. We haven't seen London. We haven't seen New York. How the fuck did that happen?
I mean, just
We
problem London is just awful.
can't get there.
Yeah, London's just such a pain in the ass. I mean, it's almost worth it to burn a card to get to London just to pick it around. But where?
You're in.
Yeah, I'm in Tripoli. No one's got a Tripoli card.
We all have Kairos.
We all have-
We have all 3 Kairos. No, your way.
No, I'm trying to look at.
Yeah, you just bounce
Oh,
around the
he
minute.
can grab people though.
He can go to Cairo. He can move me to Cairo. And then I guess he can. Even if he gives me the Cairo card, it's not enough.
It is. No, it's not. You need 4.
Yeah, I need 4. I would have 3 effectively. But it's
I
my,
won't take
so,
over
so it's my turn next.
No, it's not. It's my turn next.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
That's the first thing.
So definitely moving to Cairo.
Do we not want to show up
Wait a minute.
Lagos?
Like I kind of do.
But he has no cubes.
Right.
You had to.
2, 3, 8.
So here's like we don't know if he's drawing the epidemic or if you're drawing the epidemic. One of you two is drawing.
Yeah.
If he draws it, Cairo and London are safe, basically forever.
Assuming they don't come.
Yeah. I mean, unless they come off the bottom right, that's always the risk.
So maybe Ray's action, as strange as it sounds, is go to Cairo, pick up 2 of the cubes from Cairo, drag you there.
You still can't get to Lagos.
Yeah, you're right, but drag you there, grab your Cairo, and then make one. That's
Or should I just pick one up here, just go there and just drop it down there?
1, 2, 3. I'm all for assuming that Lagos doesn't get hit this turn.
Well, we just got to move cards. We're gonna focus on getting cards where they need to go.
Yeah.
Like if I can get 2 blues, I go. If I get 2 yellows, I have 2 different things I can do with them.
1, 2, 3. think Ray's turn is walk to New York and grab and pull Chris out.
To New York.
Yeah.
So I can get 2 cards from him and
Yeah,
then
and-
slam one down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. 1,
Two.
2, 3, 4. You draw New York. That's hilarious. And Tripoli, so you're getting the epidemic, but not before this happens. Denver. Shit. Istanbul.
Alright.
So that's weird. So you have 6
We've
cards.
hit
on
both Denver, right?
you? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we have.
So Denver's in danger, and Lockerson's in danger. We have a large ass.
They're in danger, and whatever comes off the bottom is obviously in danger because it's going to be, unless ironically if it's Lagos. I mean, it's still in danger. It's just less.
2.
What do you think you're doing? Oh,
I'm thinking of connect with San Fran
I mean, you can do that.
from Chicago.
The problem is connecting to San Fran is not the same as being able to search San Fran
Yeah.
because those cards are going into White Dress Grandpa.
I know. But again,
Yeah, I think. I mean, do what you got to do. My turn is fairly obvious.
search San Fran or connect to San Fran.
Alright, so adding San Fran to the grid. There are 2 San Francisco cards, and there are 2 San Francisco cards. San Francisco is on the grid, where, that's not right on my phone.
And then I will make another cube.
Alright, you draw Epidemic and Irrelevant. No, it was actually on the bottom of the stack. Alright, that goes up.
Don't focus.
New York! Oh god.
Make sure that that's the only New York in the stack.
Is it really?
Yes. We start with 2 then. We haven't been to New York yet, except for that.
Interesting. So the odds of me getting exposure are super low.
Yes.
So there's that.
which means it'll happen.
I mean, it's a 1 in, holy crap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There are 17 cards on top of this deck right now.
So 1 in 8.
Yeah. Roughly.
Technically 1 in 9, but 1 in 8.5.
You did one.
Oh, yes, I did. Thank you. Ding.
Yes, we did, and 1 new city to the grid. Hooray! We are half of 1/3 of the way there. I mean, I'm building a thing on my turn, so.
That'll make us.
I mean, that's a mandatory one. We don't do that, we don't do anything.
Yeah.
Alright, flip 2.
Tripoli.
That's fine.
Denver.
God damn it. Alright, that's exposure.
I didn't go to Denver.
That's fine, I guess. We just got it. So my turn is Ray gives me 2 New York cards.
It's your choice which to do.
And then I slam this down with these 2 cubes to give us the supply center in New York.
Ding. Moving so
I couldn't protect that if I wanted to, so I think I'm going to give that a dodge just in case. I'm going to head... Jacksonville have these cubes? Yeah, Jacksonville's cubes. I'm going to head down Jacksonville. Be closer to Sao Paulo, which I guess is my next objective. I draw one Quiet Night and Lagos, so I'm almost at what I need to do the exploration. I flip Jacksonville. Oh hey! And Istanbul.
Alright, Ray.
Gee,
Right?
should I just do the same thing and get you in Sao Paulo when your turn to be able to?
Search.
I mean, that sounds...
Do we have cubes? You don't have cubes. We're going with cubes. I think we. Do we try and bum rush this shit?
What? I mean... Unknown region, connect the city. I mean, the problem is, the building the supply centers is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is.
And, I mean, it's what we gotta do. But, yeah, if we knock the other things off, maybe. That does sound like... And if, also, if we draw a production... So we know London and Cairo are completely safe, unless they come off the bottom deck as the next epidemic or a future epidemic.
I'm ignoring them. No.
Yeah, there's no reason to step foot in Denver.
Wouldn't that be recon and unknown region?
Yeah, Recon using added. He's gonna connect Los Angeles.
To Los Angeles to San Francisco.
Yeah, and then we have to build 2 more fucking stupid things.
Should I go ahead and do that? Just put it down there and
Yeah.
drag you down?
I think that sounds like what we need to do. Yeah. So that's 3 and then 4.
Because I know you can just grab those things.
He could, but there's still Sao Paulo.
No, you.
Oh.
You can grab those.
Yeah,
Sao Paulo's not on the deck.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Because we resupplied it. Ray Duras. Tripoli.
What's wrong with black?
And Purdue Supplies, but it's a one-shot, so that's interesting.
Lagos.
Uh-oh.
Ding. Istanbul.
Uh-oh.
Ding.
Alright, that's a problem. we almost have to bum rush this now. Alright. Los Angeles is on the grid. So that is that objective anyway.
Ding.
LA has 1
Yeah.
and 1.
Like this. Oh, I'm right here.
Is that your entire thing?
Yeah. Oh no.
That's only action 2, right?
That's action 2.
I think. Is that really what you want to do?
I mean, I don't want to get out. I'm safe here.
I guess, but then you can't use your ability to give us the cards we need to build these stupid things.
I'll get the fuck out. Don't worry.
Like, I mean, you can't even use it right now. That's the thing, because you can't. You're over land.
Yeah.
You can't boat over to us.
I'm at a port. Yeah. I won't make
You'd have to walk to Washington, then you could go wherever you want.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awful.
Yeah. It is. I'd rather not be in Washington though right now.
All right, so you're gonna draw 2,
Yeah.
and put you up to 7. There's the Chicago Surge, which is irrelevant,
Oh.
and Istanbul.
So I'm at 3 for blue.
You flip Lagos. Ugh.
Where's probably there?
Washington. I told you. I told you. Not fucking insane.
Alright, I guess we just do this then, right?
Yeah.
Give me Sao Paulo. And I do the search.
Bucks.
Package 5. I got it. My search.
Your search should be 12 bucks.
And we have Recon and Unknown Region. If I can get it out of the stupid box. Alright, come here!
What's in the box?
I mean, we know what's in the box.
I know. That's like
14 cards and a sticker.
Holy fuck.
I mean, last one was like 20.
Yeah, that's true. Let me get my little bullets.
Yes, you definitely need them. Recon report. Labs. There were laboratories looking for a cure. Things didn't seem to be going well. Our leaders were tight-lipped on the subject. Do these labs still exist? Common rumor on the Havens is that they are all far to the south. Perhaps one is here. Is it still working? Have they made any advancements? Right now, open door 67. If you have not done so already. So 67, which is and that's going to be the sticker.
Oh, what the fuck?
Easy.
That's what threw me the fuck off.
Oh, because it's going to kind of duck up here.
Is it? I don't know. I haven't looked at the sticker yet. Oh, it came off at an angle.
Alright, well, it's going to attach there in a minute. We've already opened J. Right, because those are the rules we opened last time.
Yes.
And we've already opened 23, I'm guessing.
Yes.
And we've already opened L.
Yes.
And we've already opened 39. Because those are the rest of the first search.
Yes.
You've connected a new city, Buenos Aires. Aw. That counts as connecting a new city.
Is it really?
It should.
Buenos Aires. Oh, I see what it does. Okay, I see what the fuck this is. This one's all you. You did this one.
Yeah, this is my fault. I got Ray.
You want to move some stuff away from the board?
Now we're good. Oh, this is deepest, darkest Amazonia there, huh?
I don't think we're getting to Bogota.
I mean, we have to go through Lima.
a straight shot to Lima.
Yeah, we can get from Radius there to Lima.
Can we? Without going over water?
Oh, I don't think that. That's weird. Yeah.
Like, I think we connect to Santiago and say, fuck it.
That's interesting. Add the player cards of Buenos Aires to the player discard pile. Which are these two. Add the infection cards of Buenos Aires to the game end area. Put the other player and infection cards included in the package into the reserve, which are again Bogota, Lima, and Santiago. Give the strategic reserves unration event to a player to add to their hand.
Not it.
So this says move up to 8 supply cubes from the reserve, so from the bag,
Okay.
to the stockpile for use in this game. Destroy this card after use.
Oh, that's it, really?
Yeah. I'll hold on to it since I don't have a whole lot of cards in my hand, and I can use it to whatever. We've also got some more character abilities. Outrider, you may do the recurrent action with 1 fewer card. Foreman, when during the established supply line action you spend 1 fewer cube. That's actually kind of cute. Facilitator, once per turn as an action, you may take any one player card from a character in your location. So, those are things in our bag. What is this? Oh, those are the other ration events. So that was my second action.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't have any. I have Cairo. Yeah, I'll have Kairos. Raise is 2 cards away from actually just getting there.
I
Oh,
think.
that still counts as 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you're 1 card away from getting there.
So you go to Cairo.
That's not
No.
good.
I can't get to Cairo. That's the problem.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ray can get there.
Pull me, grab it, and
No, he can't
he's runs it backwards. Yeah,
I think you go into James's.
does sound like I don't need to be here. That's for sure. So 4 puts me in that ballpark anyway. Oh, thank you. All right, let me draw my cards and we'll plan from there. Epidemic, that was expensive.
Trader.
And that's gonna hurt. And the resilient population. Oh, really?
What's that one do?
That's gonna. That's gonna help us.
Cairo.
Son of a bitch! Alright. So, before we intensify, I can pull up to 2 copies of a specific city out of there.
Lagos or Istanbul? I'm not asking you a question.
Lagos. Because
Jeez, that already did us there before.
that we would have almost seen our first outbreak, and that's just death. So Istanbul is still a huge problem.
Yes, it is.
What are we putting on top?
I mean,
What are we putting on top?
oh,
Yeah, Cairo.
Tripoli, Istanbul, Cairo, Jacksonville, Denver, Washington. So Washington gets a cube, Denver gets a cube, Istanbul gets us a cube.
Istanbul, Jesus. No, we can't do that.
I mean, Lagos is no better.
Lagos is. I'm saying, yeah, no, it was correct to take this out. I'm just saying we have to get in the way of
You want
Istanbul.
to quiet down the shit
I'm
out of this?
thinking I do, just so Ray can get over there and put stuff in the way.
He can't, though.
Yes, he can. He picks up for free.
Sure.
Yeah, because we don't
He
have.
flies to me.
I forgot about that.
That's 2. No, that's 1. 2, drop, get out of dodge. Yeah, go to Cairo.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Cairo's where he wants to be.
yeah, he does. And we just have to take the risk because there are a couple Kairos on top.
I think. Do we quiet down now? Do we quiet down the race trail?
I want Quiet Eye now.
Alright.
So, like, we don't risk double Istanbul making our lives miserable before he can ensure it. That's that, and that's just going to go right there. My turn. This is actually my turn. So that's it. We're done.
We don't do this.
Right, Ray's turn.
Pick up.
So wait, what did I? Oh, I drew the other right. So my hand did not get any better.
That's a free action.
Do we leave a single cube there?
there's no Sao Paulo on top of the deck until we get deeper, and a single produce supplies resupplies that.
Oh yeah, because Ray's got.
Problem is he can only do that at a haven or at a thing, and he's going to Cairo. But if he builds one, then he can go for it. We have to. I think we have to fade Sao Paulo. And if it gives me my damn exposure, it gives me my damn exposure. I live dangerously anyway. Oh no, he's moving. I'm over here.
Yeah.
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 Pick him up and get the fuck out. So 3, 2, 1, 2. Drop at least 2. And then run. If Cairo comes up.
No, I think no. Jim's. I don't want to take the risk with Ray right now.
I don't think he's. No.
Because one of those top 7 cards is Cairo. We're getting 2 of them. We're actually.
We are. Yes.
I'd rather not take that risk.
It's going to set us back an entire turn. Actually, no, because I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we're good. So Ray draws the black card he needs. Okay. Suddenly I can get the fuck out of town. And another black card. Is that 7?
Yep.
Alright, your turn is easy. Denver gets another damn cube. Ah, Jesus.
Not Washington. Jackson. That's acceptable.
Fine, but looks good.
1, 2. Fuck that. 3.
So 3. And there's only 1 New York on top because that was the card.
No, New York was the first card.
No, New York was the card that came off the bottom. It's the only one on top of the deck anywhere. And that's buried into the next epidemic.
Oh yes.
Wait. What was our... Oh, Cairo.
Yeah.
So Cairo was right. Cairo was the hot bomb.
Because we lost 3 things in Cairo.
The good news is...
Take another cube.
You're just going to sit.
I'm just gonna say. Oh shit.
Yeah. I have nothing. Ray's going to build one. Ray can build one anywhere he wants that's black. Tripoli, Istanbul. Or actually, build one in Istanbul so it doesn't populate down, depending on where the cubes show up.
So I can discard the 2 black then. I don't need them. Because a blue and something else. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
draw cards like this.
So we're good at the end of your turn. You're just going to whittle, or whittle, whatever.
I whittle. Move, drop, whittle.
Sure. Didn't we...
Oh fuck.
Yeah, we're dead.
We're not dead.
No, we're dead.
Painful.
London. Because now we're flipping 3 cards. So whatever you get, and these 2.
Sao Paulo.
Okay. Denver gets a cube. Jacksonville gets a cube. Sao Paulo gets a cube. We're
Oh,
dead.
we're fucked. Yeah. Oh shit.
Well, shit. Those came up way too fast.
Yeah, they did.
Almost suspiciously fast.
No, because we had a.
The Quiet Night actually hurt us. But only because the epidemic was on top of its next day.
Yeah. So it was the very bottom, and the very bottom.
Alright, that was a big L. But there are 15 cities on the grid.
Which is still just 4.
Alright, so we didn't do anything that would have got us... We were really close to finishing that too, if that epidemic didn't hit. Alright, well that's the thing that happened.
I built.
The good news is, we have a bunch of searches in the
Did you have a
deck now.
single blue card?
I had Cairo in an unrationed event. Ray had a single blue card.
So if you got to New York.
Oh, we actually have to do this, because that's important. So what were the 3 cards?
Denver.
It was Denver, Jacksonville, and the
Simple.
card you got for one. Okay, because that's important for the population thing.
We were done on my next turn.
That was awful. All right, so we all recorded the loss.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
All right.
We were done on my next turn.
Adjust populations. Yuck. All right. So Denver goes down to 1. Jacksonville goes down to 2. New York goes up to 5. Yeah, probably gets another permanent one. That's incorrect.
I mean, that's the only one we have.
Right, because that ball's already permanent.
We don't get the population boost for that, do we?
That breaks even. It goes down. It goes. Yeah, we do. So it still has the supply center. So that breaks even.
Istanbul goes to 3.
Hold on, Lagos goes down to 2. And Istanbul drops to 3. So close to protecting that. God, we need to get London on the fucking grid. Or connected so one thing. So that's all the population impact.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could fucking connect to London. No, I couldn't.
Yeah, you need 4 unique things.
I have 3 unique things.
So those things will go back. Alright, we had to finish doing our endgame stuff.
Okay.
So we technically had one there.
Right, it's clear, that's right. Check the legacy deck. During step 2 at the end of your first game in March. Right now, open K.
Okay.
That is a new action.
Chart C lane.
Seriously.
2. I just connected them. Spin 2 supply cubes from your character card to draw a C lane from your port to another port. Use pen or marker. The C lane may curve, but cannot cross land, unexplored area, or other sea lanes.
So
Or
that's how we get to Lima. We have to cross Cape Hope here.
or more than one red line,
More than one red line. So one red line.
like the one below South America.
Yeah. Does it actually say that?
Yes. When you connect a city to the grid with a sea lane, take the matching city card from the reserve, put them in the player discard pile. Take the matching.
That's not on the sticker. That was always there. We just never noticed it.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Take the matching infection cards and put them in game.
Yeah.
So as a side note, oh no, we fucking can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can. We can connect London to New York.
Not without going over land, we can't.
Yeah, we can. I mean, I'm fucking willing to. I'll make that goddamn line. It gets New York, London more on the grid.
I guess. Also, Open 24, which I'm assuming is the stickers for that, for our character cards.
Maybe. Sure for that. It's the stickers for our character cards.
Weird. It's never not been.
We only had one.
No, we've had 2.
We had one. We're open 23.
Yeah, and then the other thing we opened that came with the search actions, 67.
Oh, I think I was right. There's so many stickers on my hand. Get the fuck off.
And another one for player 4. Where did I put player 4's credit? Where did I put player 4's credit?
So, I'm gonna state this.
Hold on, man.
What's the chance this is Bogut?
I mean, regardless, we're not going to find it unless we search, I'm sure. Where the hell did player 4's crap go?
I mean, also, we can fucking.
Well, while I'm looking for that, open 47.
Okay.
Like, there should be 2. Gotta be over here. Is it under those things, maybe?
No.
Is it under this? No.
Use cars.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Disorient when you do the chart C lane action.
They cause you an
spin
extra
an
cube.
initial cube.
Yeah.
Missing a C. Lose one action if you begin your turn in a location that's not a port.
Ugh.
Oh, missing the C.
Oh, missing the C, sure.
Embezzler. When you do the make
Oh,
supply.
it's right in front of me.
When you do the make supply.
I'd put it on the brown one and not mine.
Oh.
When you do the make supply action, also move a cube from the stockpile into the reserve.
Ugh!
Ah,
That's awful.
that is.
Burn that one.
What else am I doing?
E, which is going to be a new rule, but not a new action. Oh shit. E is step 5.
Stretch too thin. Count the city cards in the player deck. Set aside the number of epidemic cards indicated below. In step 7, make this number of piles and add an epidemic card to each. Wait, what? Oh no. Oh no.
shit. That is not
No, that's
not good.
So, for those of us at home who cannot read the numbers that we are fucking terrified about,
Now, give me a minute. Let me put it in the book, and I'll show it to the world here. So we count the city cards. So as long as we have 36 or fewer city cards, we only use 5 epidemics. But then for every further step we go on this chart, we add another epidemic. So I don't know where those are coming from, because we haven't opened that door yet.
no, but there's
Oh wait, there's a whole, right, we have to finish going through the legacy deck here, don't we?
Yeah, fuck.
So that's the end of that. What's this? Oh. What's this? Oh. What's this? Oh. What's this? Oh. What's this?
Fuck
Oh.
this game.
Stop, draw this card and read the other side during step 2 of your first game in April. Alright, so that is the worst that is going to happen to us. Resolve cards of the game in area. Done. Spread production units. We have 15 cities, 4 production units. Are we just spending 3 to make New York permanent? That doesn't seem useful.
No, it doesn't. I think we get Atlanta and Denver back up.
I mean, Atlanta was never up. Atlanta started at 1. But yeah, get things off 1 that are at 1. Yeah. That sounds very correct. That's 1 for one of them,
Just go Atlanta,
1 for the other one.
go Denver.
We can boost LA a little bit if you want to. Like there's almost.
Yeah, I say we boost LA.
That's 3.
Like, so part of me is I don't want in.
Alright, if nothing's at 1, nothing's in danger of falling.
Yeah.
Nothing on the grid is at 1. It's not in danger of falling.
Because we lose.
Or being forsaken, I guess is. Alright, and then we can put something back to 3,
Yeah, I think we put.
or we can
Lagos back.
modify an infection, or
The modified infection doesn't seem correct at this point.
if there are 2 more supply cubes in the city when this card is drawn, do not remove any supply cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound like a low. Okay, we want to save that for the inevitable red cards.
Yeah.
Are we no?
I mean, there has to be something over here.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying. Absolutely fucking terrifying.
Yeah, so yeah, the only thing we can spend is increasing the population.
I think that's what we do. I think we raise Lagos back.
Lagos to Jacksonville.
Lagos, like Jacksonville.
Yeah, because we will eventually need Lagos.
We
to
need
do
Lagos.
the
Jacksonville
recon.
served its purpose.
Lagos goes back to 3, and that is our 4th in-game point.
I just want to state we've lost more games at this point than we did at almost at all the last.
Right? So we get 2 more rationing things.
We're at 4.
Yeah. Which is whatever. We drew both of them that game. They didn't really help us. In fact, they probably hurt us.
I mean,
One of them did anyway.
One of them did hurt us, but how much? So how long until the next one?
Hold on.
Oh,
We are done.
The next epidemic. I'm curious.
Oh, like just straight up in the
Yeah.
deck. I would guess there's going to be at least 8 cards here. Wall Swifter garbage.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
So
8
turns. And is that the last one in the deck? No. Yeah, and the other one was in the bottom stack somewhere.
There's only 5 of them though.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Maybe.
Gotta count it.
Yeah, give me all hand cards.
This is just since we
We did
No, we did not access a Lost Haven.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's the one that gets destroyed. The other ones are all still alive.
Yeah.
So if you explore, if you recon London, that counts.
I think we recon. Oh, I think we recon.
Hang on, let me get the stupid things out of here. I mean, we're putting them back in, but so those 2 are the stupid. That's the one that comes out, and that's the one that comes out. All right. All right. So let's end this and start a new thing.